ready to get things kicked off then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Let's do it.
In the Pocket, presented by Streaming Artist Agency, featuring the godmother of drums, viral educator and drum icon with nearly 3 million followers worldwide. You've seen her on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, a master of rudiments, Dorothea Taylor. By her side, with more than 30 years behind the kit, studio session and stage performer with artist Santana, Slash, and Vogue and more. At the forefront and industry leader of TikTok Live, host of Drummer's Diary, Jamie Gailey. And now, please welcome your host of In the Pocket, from Never Too Old to Drum, Darren Cohen.
Stop it. Stop it. I don't deserve any of it. It's all about you guys. What a show we have for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Special shout out to all of our peeps in the chat. Manic, we love you. Shenanigans, we love you. Jen with one N. I saw Chrissy in there. Who else did we see? Oh, the music just ended. Annie, are you okay? Oh, my goodness. Yep. What a great friend. And Monkey in a Box, Tiffany. My goodness, Penny. We love you all. Special shout out to all of you guys. Dorothea, Jamie, welcome to In the Pocket, week number. I keep losing track.
I think it's 8.
Is it 8?
Is it 8?
Oh my
7?
goodness.
I don't know.
7 or 8.
The
other.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
Time
really
flies.
good at math. Unless I'm playing the drums. But wow, do we have a show for you guys tonight? I don't even know where to begin. First, let's get the important stuff out of the way. Okay, next week, don't forget, we have our contest winner coming on the show. Jamie, talk about the contest we did on Drummer's Diary and what that person won, who it's going to be.
Well, Streaming Artist Agency is a creator network on TikTok that I founded to support musicians and drummers that are live streaming on the platform. We held a contest this last month, and House on the Hill was the winner of the contest. And so he's going to be coming on the show next week, and you guys are going to get to see him and his stage props and get a taste of what it takes to be successful on TikTok.
He's very mysterious. He wears a mask. We asked him if he would remove it. He said no. It's very early Slipknot-like and you know, kind of Alice Cooper. He's got this vibe going. I'm all for it.
Yeah, it's great. And it's entertaining, very, very much so. So
yeah,
we're excited to have him on.
What we wanted to do, guys, for those of you watching and also that are participators and your drummers, you know, we wanted to give back to the community. Jamie and I and Dorothea, we can't do this without you. Without an audience, we don't have a show. And this is for you. This is a show for drummers. It's a show with drummers. And it's a show about drummers. There's nothing like that out there in TikTok. So we created this show for you, and we wanted to give back and feature one of you. So it won't be the last time. It won't be the first nor the last time that we do that. So please continue to watch, and it could be you being featured right here on In the Pocket, playing your stuff. Okay, big show tonight, guys. John Sparrow will join us. Jamie, you've known John for a while, right?
Just for a little bit. We actually met on TikTok, but I've been a big fan of Violent Femmes since I was in probably middle school. So it's really a cool moment for me to get to interview him with you guys. And
was that like 3 years ago when you were in middle school?
Yeah.
You're young, right? You're like 15, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty new to the scene here.
Yeah. John is a unique character. You know, his content is fire. He does some weird out there stuff. I saw him playing on barbecue grills, right?
Well, yeah. So he gets this kind of like front man seat, you know, with the band because he plays standing up, and he's front and center on the stage. So he's kind of like a rock star of drummers in that sense. But he plays with. He's got a barbecue grill. He plays with brushes on, and he'll tell you the story about that and a whole bunch of different things. So he's definitely a unique player. Also does like jazz gigs and stuff like that, you know, when he's not with the Femmes. So he stays busy.
Well, we're going to have some fun with him. And Dorothea,
cool.
I think we got some tricks up your sleeve later on for when John comes on the show, right?
Yep.
Let's not Let's not spoil it. All I'm saying is, guys, don't go anywhere, okay? If you're watching, just get comfortable, grab some snacks, grab a drink, find your favorite spot on the couch, and stay tuned for In the Pocket throughout this hour. We are going to have a lot of fun. We're going to start out, though. Dorothea, why don't we put the picture up on the screen of our product spotlight today?
But I forgot. That's what I was trying to do. What do I click on first?
Okay, no worries. I'll tell you what. I think they'll see it on mine, so I'll put it on mine while you're playing. We are going to feature.
Am I supposed to do it before I click on live?
Don't even worry about it, girl.
I couldn't find it.
We got you.
Sorry.
I'll put it on mine. I think they'll be able to see. I'll make it larger. They don't need to see my face.
Okay.
Nobody wants to see my face. I got a face for radio. So I was in radio broadcasting for 10 years, and I was always told I have the face for radio because you just don't have to see me.
Yeah, you really do. It's amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I can insult myself, but I was hoping you wouldn't insult me. But, thank you. But no, I love you guys. But tonight, oh my goodness, we have a wonderful product spotlight that we're going to feature in our weekly challenge. Every week, Dorothy and Jamie do a challenge. Last week, we did something really fun where we did kind of like a groove musical chair. This week, we are going to work with the wonderful app called Groove Clicks. Dorothea, while I put the picture on the screen, why don't you talk about how you found Groove Clicks and what it does, what its purpose is?
Yes. So this is a picture of it, too, that you'll see when he puts it on. This is my app. So it's not just an app. It is a metronome, but it is amazing. It's not like any other drum metronome or musician's metronome that you've ever heard before. At least I haven't. And I have like 10 different metronomes on my phone. So this Groove Clicks is by Jay Oliver. He's an amazing pianist, composer, and he, plays keyboards with Dave Weckl and all. So this app is an advanced metronome. It doesn't just click, 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 click like the old-fashioned metronomes used to be. It has grooves in there with human feel, it says. And once I show it to you and let you listen to it, you're going to be like, oh, I have to have one of these. So there's hundreds of different groove presets. There's multiple time signatures. So you can just have, straight quarters. You can have 2/4, 2 beats in a minute, 2 beats in a measure. You can have 4/4, then you can have 5/4, you can have 5/8, you can have 6/8, 7/8, 7/4. There's multiple. I know I did a groove with 9 the other day and had you guys guess what time signature it was. I got some strange answers, like 6/12, and I was like, what's a 12th note? So there's also key changes, because once you hear some of these things that I'm going to show you, there's music that you're playing with. The click is there, but you're playing grooves. And say you wanted to, this is not just for drummers, so say you wanted to add a bass guitar lick to it. So you can change time signature, or pitches, I'm sorry. So one of the first one I'm going to show you, it's called Studio City. And there are 3 ways to play this. You can do it in triplicate form, just straight 8th note, or 16th. So I'm going to start it with the 16th, and then I'll show you the difference when it goes into the triplets. It's totally different tempos even. And I still have it set on 105, but it's totally different feel. So listen to this, how cool this is. Okay, you got it behind you. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the thing that I showed you the other day, it's not coming up. I don't know.
Okay.
Man, TikTok changes every day.
All right, so this is called Studio City.
Okay. Show us what you got, girl.
Okay.
Ooh, thank you for that.
Very nice.
Oh,
I love how
Dorothea.
you can hear the pulse of the metronome along with the music.
whole
Like
time.
it really helps
Yep.
you lock in.
So what this does, a lot of drummers, and I've gone to hear a lot of different drummers in town, as they're playing with these bands. And you even hear it, sometimes on TV. When you play a fill, you have to be back on that downbeat of 1, no matter what time signature is. That next measure, the rest of the band has to hear your kick and your downbeat. So this is, you're playing along with the groove, but at the same time, you're feeling that. So to come in on that right, number 1 downbeat. So that's what's so awesome about this app. All right, so listen to the difference now. And I still have it on 105 as far as the beats per minute. This is the triplet one.
Get that swing feel in there.
Wow.
They call her the godmother of drumming for a reason, folks.
So I took it up to 125 beats per minute. Same groove. So you have the options to do, whatever you want to do with it. And it also has just eighth notes. I'll just let you listen to a second. The eighth note difference.
So you could do pre-recorded ones, or can you create your own?
That I'm not sure of.
Okay, gotcha. But they have a whole bunch of different pre-designed
Yes.
metro. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
And you can create your flavors of the click and put it over other songs that you want to play to as well.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is just the difference in the eighth note. Straight. So that's
So
just
cool.
one example. So then I'm going to go to Motown Stevie. So, with the Stevie Wonder feel. And it sounds just like it. Let's see, I'll put it back down to 106 and see what happens. That's a little bit too slow for Stevie.
You know that. Wow.
Reminds me if like Stevie opened up for Seinfeld.
So that's
That
Motown
does
Stevie.
sound like that. You know,
And then-
Dorothea. Oh, please.
Go ahead.
Well, metronome apps, there's so many of them. And even
Yes.
myself as a beginner drummer, and then as I got more towards intermediate, I went through dozens of them to find one, I liked the sound, I liked the ability, I never found one that could do this. This is
No.
really special.
No,
And
I,
guys,
I
we're
don't
big
think
fans.
I have ever either as well.
Yeah, you stumbled upon this, and it's really cool, and we're having a lot of fun with it, guys. Groove clicks.
Yeah, you could even go in there and adjust the level of the swing if you're doing a swing pattern. It lets you do it like by the percentage. It has a lot of really cool options that can help drummers really develop their feel and
Yeah.
and understand how it works in with the timing of each song.
Yeah. And then I'm going to show you a real important thing. I was going to show you one more with the grooves. And then I want to go to what's called mega diddles. And you know how I'm always the paradiddle queen. And so
Mega diddles.
mega diddles. And I'll explain it in a second. But there's one more. Well, there's more than one more, but one more that I'm going to show you called NYC. So I guess New York City. And so this has a really cool groove to it too. Right now I have it on 112. I might adjust that when I turn it on here.
That's great.
So your challenge is you can hear. Hopefully, I came in and didn't miss too many downbeats on the one, but you're hearing that click, and so a lot of guys are doing, or gals too. They're in bands now with the in-ears, but there's a click in there for the whole band. And if you've never done that before, it's going to be foreign to you. So that's another reason this app is amazing. It prepares you to be able to stay with that click.
Yeah, so it's so important when you go in the studio to be familiar with how that works and how to play around the
Yes.
click and
Yes.
within the click, and that's such an important skill. This is a great way to master it.
And guys, we're not getting paid for this. I want the audience to know that when we feature a product, it's because we use it ourselves. We love it. It's something that has helped us improve. This is something Dorothea came to us about, and we wanted to feature it. And, you know, that's what we want this show to be. We want to be genuine and share products with you and apps that we care about and that we actually use. So, yeah, this is amazing,
Yes,
Dorothea.
I use it
Now,
all the time.
Did you do the mega diddles? Was that just it?
No,
the Mega Diddles
this is the mega
We
diddles.
still have the mega diddles?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Do we have
I-
still have time? Yeah.
Yes. I don't know if I can take
Okay.
it. Hold on. Let me
Okay.
strap in.
So
me hold on a
regular paradiddles are just so you can hear them. So I'll play just number one. And you can do ba da 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 if you want to with your feet, because a lot of people ask about how do I get my feet coordinated with that. So playing a paradiddle, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Your feet are only doing right, left, right, left, and so it's a great teaching tool. But then you have this to play along with. So that's just number one, megadiddles with singles. It says it's called single diddle. Now listen one more time. You hear where the accent is? Okay, I'm going to move the accent over one. So it's going to be one E and a two E and a three E. So the accent will be on the second of the 4/16. Paradiddle. So don't leave the diddle out. It's still a paradiddle. So now you can hear it. Okay, move it over one more time, then it'll be paradiddle, paradiddle. So it's called single diddle R3. Hear the difference between number 1 and number 3? And then number 4. So if I do it slower, you can hear it better. So then when you get the feel of it,
Uh-oh. You know, Jamie, that really helps with dynamics.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
It's really good with independence too. There's also a feature on there called it's Accent Pro.
Right.
It's really good with independence too. There's also a feature on there called it's Accent Pro. And you can put the accent on any one of the 16th notes, any two of the 16th notes, and three of them. It does it like you can have it go through the whole.
you
Oh, we
guys
lost
froze.
us for a second there.
You froze.
Jamie was just explaining how good of practice this is for dynamics, you know, because, you know, yeah, you can go with a straight metronome and do your paradiddles, but you're hitting everything all the same effort, da 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 da
All
da
the same
da,
volume.
da, da. This is really
You
helpful.
don't want to do that.
Yeah.
When
Well, yeah,
you
one of the-
begin, when you're a beginner, play the ghost notes in between them. Don't learn paradiddles like this. Because once you do, it's a muscle memory thing, and you're going to go back to that. And so it just sounds like all singles. It doesn't sound like paradiddle. When you say the word paradiddle, paradiddle. You don't say paradiddle, you know, all the same volume.
So the
then
app
when
we're
you
talking.
go ahead.
Well, there's some questions. People just jumping in, guys. The app we're
Okay.
talking about is called Groove Clicks. Groove Clicks.
Yes.
With the X.
Yeah, CLIX. So then you can start dotting, meaning not instead of straight paradiddles. Let's jazz them up a little bit. And you can play that exactly the same with along with that, and just dot your instead of paradiddle, you're going to paradiddle, paradiddle. So just dotted 16ths or dotted eighths, however you want to, you know, start out with, whatever tempo.
Jamie, do you want to give it a college try? I mean, what do you think?
Well, we were having issues getting it to run on the iPad, so. But
Yeah.
My bad.
you know, one of the really cool things about the app was that it's like when I was in music school, we would do what is called an ostinato, where you're playing a repeated pattern with some of your limbs, and then we would to get like independence, so you could have like that free flowing groove on your kit, where you could play like whatever comes to your mind, and your limbs will like do what you're thinking. So like you could put different ostinatos under this app, and then hit those accents like in the Accent Pro part of it.
Yes.
It'll have you playing like 16th notes, right? And so you can put whatever ostinato with your feet, where it could just be like a. But you could get more advanced ones too if you want to work out those patterns, you know. And like. And you would just pick a different ostinato, and then you would go through the exercises in the app that would put the accents on the different hits. And so then once you work out all those, then you'll be able to play all those different accents and all those different patterns over that ostinato, and that's how you become proficient in all those different patterns.
Yep. So there's so much. We're just touching a little bit with this, but there's just so much on this app. It's amazing.
Dorothea, is it a free app, or
No.
does it cost? It does cost something. Okay.
Yes. And you
There's
can.
a free version.
There is a free version, but you're probably going to want to get more on it.
Yeah.
And you can
Look.
pay, I think, little monthly bill on it, or you can pay like for a full year.
Anything
lifetime.
good is worth it. I mean,
Oh,
and
yeah.
if it's going to help you improve, as a beginner drummer, there are multiple apps that I've signed up for because one, I use it every day. I use it in my practice regimen, and it helps me improve. So of course I'm going to pay. It's no different from paying for a lesson. It's the same thing.
Exactly.
So I'm a
Exactly.
big proponent of that. Groove Clicks, and the the gentleman that runs the app, right? We want to give him a
Yes.
shout out.
Yes, Jay Oliver. Yes.
Cool, cool.
How
And
did you come across Jay? How'd you meet him?
he messaged me on
Oh,
Instagram.
people slide into your DMs, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I got on Spinal Tap. That's how I got on Jay Leno. I mean, not Jay Leno, Jimmy Fallon.
The marvels of modern technology, folks.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you, Jay
Just
Oliver, for letting us spotlight your product tonight. Groove Clicks, guys, download it. We believe it may only be for Apple. We've gotten some notes already that some people
It is
can't find it
Apple.
on their Galaxy.
is.
So, yes, looks like it's an only Apple product right now. But,
Yes.
yeah, really cool
And
app.
it's new. They're still adding things to this. So you'll continue getting updates for just like your phone changes, from a 14 to a 15 to a 16. And then while you have that phone, you still get updates. So it does the same thing. But it's
Very
well
cool.
worth it. Just like if you had weekly lessons, some people charge $60 to $75 a week for lessons. This
Yeah, all you
is
gotta do
just
is tune
minimal.
into us and then get Groove Clicks, and you're good.
That's right. That's right.
Wait, so does that mean we should start charging $65 a week to watch the show? I don't want to do that, Gene. I want to give it for free.
Yeah, let's keep it
Yeah,
that way.
we're
Yeah.
giving you guys a lot of information, and I'm hoping that you will, understand what we're trying to do. It's not just a show and for entertainment. We're trying to educate people in the drum world and music world.
Yep.
That was awesome, Dorothea. And guys, if you missed it, if you came in a little late or you want to see it again,
Yes.
watch it on
Yes.
YouTube. YouTube In the Pocket Show is the channel name, so you could watch the replay at any time. Do it on your big screen, do it on the laptop, do it on your mobile when you're at work, just not while you're driving in the car. We don't recommend that. Please don't do
Yeah,
And
that.
you
go
can
there,
play it over and
subscribe.
over and over.
Yeah, yeah. Jamie,
Yeah,
go ahead.
go
You're
there,
talking about
subscribe.
subscribing.
Yeah, and then you'll get notifications whenever we post new content. So
Yep. Okay, big segue here to our weekly guest. Guys, we have a wonderful guest each week. We try to provide something different each week from different parts of the world. This guy is from Mars. He's not even from this planet. I don't know how you do what you do, John.
Listen,
but
Milwaukee is not Mars. Come on, easy.
I'll tell you, the wonderful from Violent Femmes, ladies and gentlemen, John Sparrow. You are a wild man. You know that?
Thank you
When
so
did-
much. No, it's an honor to be on here with all of you guys.
We love you.
the
When
pleasure's
did you
ours.
first decide I'm going to start drumming on a barbecue grill?
That was a happy accident. We were playing the Montreal Jazz Festival. I want to say it was like 2013, and I'm making sure my snare is not ringing. And I had my snare. I was in the backstage area getting ready for stage techs to come out and grab, my gear and mic it, right? And then do the whole thing. And then there was a barbecue in the corner. They must have been doing like a cooking segment. So Brian Ritchie's wife, she said, "You should play on acting." And Brian said, "Yeah, you should play on acting." So then I said, when the text came in, they came back. I said, "I'm going to play on that." And that's, you know what I mean? And then I played it on TV in Montreal. And I was like, because here's the other thing. My dad taught me, he's like, my dad was a drummer. And he said, a good drummer should be able to play on a tin can.
hold on a second.
know.
I got to point something out here now. Last week we had Dorothea played a little polka challenge, and your dad he was a polka drummer, right?
Yeah. He played with Frankie Yankovic. He toured with him in the '70s, and then he did local stuff. But yeah, that was his. And now I'm in the biggest polka band of all time, Violent Femmes. So anyway, the point is that yeah, that's how it kind of came to be. With the Femmes being so unorthodox, and the way I was taught from my father, it was like, hey, you should be able to play a good, So that's how it stuck,
So how did you get pulled into the Femmes? Like, and when did you realize that this was like a long-term thing for you?
Well, Brian Ritchie, he had moved back to Milwaukee. I'm getting a little bit of reverb because I'm sorry, like
Echo.
Yeah, echo. I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude.
Yep, we're gonna fix that.
Okay, so Brian Ritchie he's from Milwaukee. He was living in New York, moved back to Milwaukee. Yeah, moved back here, and he plays shakuhachi. He's a shakuhachi master, and he wanted to do like a Zen jazz kind of group. And I had a rock band at the time, and the bass player who played stand-up, Dave Kelty, he said, hey, I'm like kind of starting to jam with Brian Ritchie. He's in town, and he's got this whole thing, and we're trying drummers out. It's not working with all these other drummers. And I'm like, hey, dude, come on, hook me up. And then, you guys can understand this too. I mean, I think any musician could. So I went and I played. And because I already had that rapport with the bass player, we had we were a tight rhythm section. Brian said, yep, this is good. And then after time, Brian said, hey, do you know how to play a cajon? And I said, yeah. What do we always say? Yeah, I can fake it. And right. I'm like, yeah, why? What do you need? What do you need? How much does this pay? No, it wasn't like that. But he wanted to bring in kind of a bass drum tone, for the Femmes, because I was coming in and playing with the original drummer Victor De Lorenzo. There was no drum set. And obviously, now we still have the cajon, but yeah, that's how that's how it all kind of transpired.
When you're recording your music, I'm sorry, Jamie, you want to go?
No, go ahead.
When you're recording your music, John, do you know when a song is going to hit? Like when you recorded, my brain is melting right now.
Well, hold on. Just not to interrupt you. You have to understand, I've been with the band for 20 years.
Okay.
I wasn't on those original recordings. However, so I know what you're saying. Yeah, you do know when things are going to, you do kind of know.
You have a feeling?
Yeah. And you hear it about a lot of bands. Like, I love Steven Adler from Guns N' Roses, right? Oh, yeah. And he says, we knew it was going to be a hit. Or Bill Ward from Black Sabbath. They knew, So you kind of do know. I think, I believe so.
Is it the originality, or is it the melody? Or is it a combination of both?
I think it's a combination of a lot of things. But certainly always landing on the one. Right, Dorothea? Because the Femmes are, I know it's like folk punk and all that stuff, but there's so much of a jazz dynamic there. So, like a friend of mine, he's a saxophone player. He played with Elvin Jones, and he said, he talked to Elvin. He goes, hey, Elvin, blah, blah, blah. Like what tempo or what time? He said, Elvin looked at him and just said, man, it's all ones. So like, as long as you got that, I think you're good. Yeah. But you do know, like spirit wise and melody, right. And the arrangement, of course. Yeah.
And so like, since you don't play with a kick drum when you're on stage, when you guys are writing music, is it a different approach for you to write your drum parts? Like what's that process like?
The last time we did an album, and I've recorded many times with them. The last time we just were in last time we were in a studio and we sat in the control room, and Gordon played. He's like, "All right, this is one of the songs I got." We listened to it. Everybody learned all the chords, and I'm like, "Okay, so what kind of feel?" And then we went in and we tracked it. Talk about nerve-wracking. You mean what I mean? Like, no click, live in one room. Wow. So, I think having a jazz background helped me a lot because, when you play jazz, the form, right? We all know the melody, but there's so much that's loose there, you know. So I think that helped a lot with the recording in that regard, you know.
Was jazz the first thing you played?
No, polka.
So polka, you started with polka. When did more modern rock or modern music come into play then?
As time went on,
Yeah.
my dad had a Radio King kit, and he had capskin heads on the bass drum. I split a head playing to Appetite for Destruction. But you have to understand, like, just to give you perspective, I started at 14. And so I already had musical influences, you know what I mean, with, you know, heavy metal and rock, just regular rock, pop, and hip hop. But the drumming thing was different because then I came in and it was like, could you imagine trying to learn? Like, there was no, polka was kind of simple. Actually, my dad, I said, hey, well, you know, listen, I noticed you're a drummer and maybe you could teach me a few things. And he gave me a pair of sticks and a magazine. And he said, he told me, go in your room and work on. And you know how long it took me? 6 weeks. It took me 6 weeks to get this. I would come home from lunch, and then that's the open stroke, right? So that's when I've obviously later on I was a teacher, you know, and you see they teach in schools, right? No, that's not how you do it. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude to anyone, but my dad, and I credit him a lot. Dada Mama, right? So it took me, well, I'm Polish, so that's why it probably took me 6 weeks. And it was just on a magazine, and he had his whole set up. And he said, no, you have to learn how to play on one drum he's like, if you can't play on one drum, you can't play on 20 drums. And so that's how it happened for me. So polka was easy, you know. And then I started learning other music, of course. Yeah.
So you've done like orchestra, you've done like punk bands. Like, how do you mentally like prepare yourself to adapt to those different styles? Like,
the best advice, or at least where I don't overthink. You know, have you guys ever been kind of like not late for a gig, but you know, like you're like, oh man, you know, traffic or whatever, and you get to the gig and you don't have any time to think. You're just happy that you're starting on time. You're so focused about like, okay, we started on time. You're not overthinking what you're supposed to be playing. You know, like, I mean, I
get nervous.
I battle with that. You know.
Yeah, it's like you just get in the zone and do it instead of sitting there and thinking about.
Yeah, overthinking does not work.
Out.
Yeah.
Best tee shots I've ever hit on the first hole are always when I'm just running up to the tee box. No driving range, no time to think or putt.
Yep.
Get out of my car, grab the driver, and bomb one down the fairway.
Yeah, the biggest thing, people ask me too, you know, because I play all, you know, when it's the Femmes and we do theaters, it's like 2,000 or 3,000, and I'm not being callous. Or if we do a festival and people say, oh, do you get nervous? I said, no, I wait all day. Can we just do this? You know, like, I just want to play, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm my own worst enemy in that regard, but yeah.
What was it like joining the band when you had to learn their music? Were there challenges in that? And, you know, are there any deep cuts that pushed you to that limit?
No, because what kind of example could I was a fan of the band as a teenager. And so I would sit in the basement with just a snare drum. I'm not kidding you guys. Total dork moment. I would pretend I was in the band when I was like 14 or 15. And I could really relate to the feel and the accents and the brushes because I had the jazz background. I'm like, cool, this is brushes, but it's rock. And they were my first concert.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, they were my first concert. I was so afraid. You know, one of my buddies, it was alternative music was really hitting in the 90s. And I saw these kids rushing down at the front of the stage. That was not happening when I went to go see Dave Brubeck with my dad. You know, or like Louis Bellson at Carroll College. I was like, what is this? So I already knew the catalog. I was a huge fan, you know, and it really resonated with me as far as feel. You know, certain bands, you just, I don't know. You feel where they're going. Even even though you're not in the band, you're like, I see where they're going with this. Whether it's the left hand or, you know what I mean, how they push tempos or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So go ahead, Jamie.
How did you go from being a fan of the band to actually getting in and getting to audition or be part of the band? How did that?
I was blindly auditioned. So, like I said, I was doing this other project with Brian Ritchie, who's the bass player for Violent Femmes. He invited me to the house, said, "Hey, can you play this thing?" It was Cajon. I'm like, "Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I can fake it." Started playing, and then he started playing Femme songs, and I'm like, he said, "Play to this," and I'm like, "This is weird." I didn't know what was going on. Then he picked up a bass and he started playing some feels, and I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "All right, here," and then he handed me a piece of paper, 3 days. Call the tour manager. You're going on tour.
You're like a real life Mark Wahlberg from Rockstar. I mean, it's what a great story.
I'm not a movie person, so I haven't seen it.
Mark Wahlberg plays in a cover band of a rock band that he loves, and they
Oh,
kick
really?
out. Yeah, they kick out the singer. They see a video of him. This is how long it is, a VCR tape of him. They ask him to audition, and he replaces the singer. And it's like the biggest metal band on the planet.
Yeah, but you know what, you guys, honestly, I mean, I've done a lot of different things, but I was in the trenches. You know, it's not like, I have to prove that to anyone, but all those polka gigs, all those VFW posts, too fast, too slow. No, it's samba, not bossa nova. No, rumba. I went through all that.
That's some hardcore polka eating right there.
But, you know, I mean, it's no more of a 50s swing, not, backing up Elvis impersonator. You know, I'm not trying to be a victim here, but I think we all had to go through that, you know, really, this part of it, the practicing, and Dorothea, all of us, with the pad and I did all that. Dealing with these people at 2 a.m. at loadout, you learn. It's one thing to be able to tour with a band because you're good, but you have to be able to be a good person and be, get along with people. There's so much to it,
The dark side of polka. I can see you right now.
You know what? You're welcome. You can trademark that.
It's coming, folks. Theaters near you.
Speaking of practice, what's your pre-show warm-up routine, if you have one?
I do. So I kind of like that Moeller method.
Okay.
I tried it. The economy of motion, and then I do my own version of Stone Killers. Right. Same thing that's what Morello said. He adapted it for him. So I'll start off with the click. And I'll check out that click, by the way, Dorothea. That's really cool. But yeah, just start off with, I do a minute and eighths, then sixteenths, then I go into doubles, and then paradiddles, triplets. So then the stone, I don't know if you guys can see that, and then I do 2 each hand, and 3 each hand, and 4 each hand. I go up to 6. And then I'll just do all of it for about a minute,
That's really cool. So what's your gear setup like? What kind of heads and sticks and stuff do you use?
With the Femmes?
Yeah.
Well, with the Femmes, yeah, I stand up, obviously. I play 7x14 or a 5, depending on the venue, snare. Then I have the barbecue. Then I have a 16-inch floor temp. I was trying to get the right angles here. I'm not trying to, for this, I think I'm going to add an 18 and then just like a crash ride. Yeah.
Do you have to tune the barbecue?
You can make those jokes. But sometimes our front of house people will say, they'll come up and, and they'll say, hey, hold on, we have to open up the vents. I'm like, and they're like, no, actually, John, it helps. And I'm like,
well, you do have it mic'd up, right? Obviously.
Yeah. Do you mic in the grill, or are you
yeah.
bottom micing it? Are you top micing it?
No, SM91 inside of it.
Oh, okay.
And then you run the cord out the bottom. Yeah.
So it's
Any
so
EQ trips?
You're hitting on the outside, but the sound is picking up what the sound makes from the inside.
Correct. So I think that gives them a little flexibility as far as having some low end. I was looking at one of your questions, Jamie. I tell everybody, oops, it's kind of like a Mega Bell ride. Does that
Yeah,
make
it's
sense?
a huge Mega Bell ride. Yeah.
Well, sure, but you know what I mean. Like there's no ringing, but I still get the. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not a crash. Yeah, it's kind of like that's how I equate it.
Everyone's asking about your sticks though that you're using in this
Oh,
video.
hey, listen, I feel bad because I'm not. I'm like so engaged with you guys that I'm not reading the comments. The sticks. Oh, innovative percussion. I just
Yeah,
signed
I
with.
think they want to know about those aluminum ones you got. Is
Yeah,
that what
that's
those
that's
are?
the one they're asking about.
Well, okay, that's so. These are like these aluminum practice sticks. ProMart makes them. Even though I shouldn't say it, but I bought them secondhand. So, because innovative, yeah, and they're nice. They're weighted. I think that really does help. Because then when you go to regular sticks, you feel like, whoa, I'm Buddy Rich. you know.
Yeah, I remember using stuff like that in music school. It's great. They have ones that have like little sandbags you can put on them too, and you just warm up. And then when you take them off, you're just going at like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I wear sometimes before a tour. I'll wear. You know how we have ankle weights? I have wrist weights.
Oh, right on.
And I do all the lifting.
What about Pilates? Are you into Pilates?
I never met him. Stretching, water, decent diet, best as you can. Especially being in Milwaukee, it can be a little tough. It's a lot of brats, and I'm not even. That's not a bit. I think those things are really important.
That's so interesting about the weights, though, Jamie, is that because my instructor told me to use heavier sticks when I'm practicing on like pillows and such when I'm doing my doubles. And the science, if you think about it, it's just like a baseball player holding
Right, with two
two
bats.
bats and swinging two bats before they go to the plate.
Yep.
I never thought of that in the same way with drumming, but you're right. It would loosen up your wrists and your
Yeah,
Dorothea, you've got a video I saw where you're playing on a pillow, and I remember years ago Dennis Chambers would talk about that. That was something. It helps, that. But then there's Jim Chapin who says, "Well, I get students that ask, well, what sticks should I use?" And he's like, "What should I practice with?" Well, practice with the sticks you play with. So I mean,
I know, but doing that pillow practice. Can you hear me?
yeah, of course.
Doing the pillow practice, it cleans up your strokes. It cleans up
Yeah,
those
yeah.
doubles so you don't play that crushed blah, 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 blah. And so I preach that if you want clean doubles, practice on a pillow. And, go if you're using a 5A, jump up to like a 5B or even a 2B just for that pillow thing. And then once you get on a pad, you'll be able to fly because you have been stroking while you were practicing. And then you know where it's coming from then.
Yeah, it makes you focus on the doubles in this case, right? Let's say it's double. And there's no rebound.
Right. Or diddles. It makes your diddles clean.
Yeah,
It makes any kind of single ratamacue, da-ga-da-ga-da-da. It makes everything that you're playing a double with or a diddle clean.
yep. I screwed up for a lot of years because we talk about this practice routine, and I still do this. But because, I mean, if you know anything about the Femmes, it's brushes, right? So, but I was always playing with these sticks on the pad, and I'm like, why would I do that? I should be practicing with the brushes. There is no rebound with brushes.
No.
And I'm playing that music, you guys. I'm not even trying to get sympathy. So I started realizing, like, why not practice with what I
Brushes.
Oh boy, I'll tell you. Yeah, no. It was a huge difference when I realized that.
Yep.
I love that. I think everyone's really excited to see the challenge that we came up with for you. Jamie, there's 10 minutes left in the show here, and I want to have some time to be able to do this. John, we could sit here and ask you 1,000 questions because we love you. We're such big fans.
Oh, I
But
appreciate that.
I think people really want to see this challenge. We came up with this. Well, Jamie, you go ahead and talk about it because it's your idea. It was brilliant.
Well, I mean, it just kind of makes sense because we got John over here on his barbecue grill, and I just thought, maybe he give us a little demo, and then see what happens from there.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah. And by the way, none of this was contrived. It was, like I said, it was a happy accident, and we stuck with it, right? Everybody, yeah.
Now, did you go?
That feels like. Do you see how how many different sounds that play on the handle, play here? You know what I mean? There's all different tones you can get.
It's almost like it was meant to be played as a drum.
Thank you. And
How many of those do you go through on a tour?
this is my home Weber. I'm not kidding. And my Rode Weber is at the storage unit, and I've had that since we started. It's like 13 or 14 years, whatever.
Well,
So that-
Jamie
That
and
adds another
go ahead.
stop on your tour. You have to stop at the hardware store now and the music store.
But here, one thing I can equate for drummers here, and of course you guys. You ever see those videos of Gene Krupa playing on like the pipes, and he plays with matches, right? It's no. Oh yeah.
Let's see this.
Check it out on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. If you're a good drummer, you should be able to play on anything. But I make it work, and there's a lot of options. Totally,
Well,
Dorothea, what did she
speaking
do?
of good drummers, yes, sir. So Jamie and I thought it would be a brilliant idea for you
I know. I
guys.
see her. She's
For
getting
you
ready
guys.
to cheer me up.
Yep. We
Oh,
want to
no!
see. We want to see all the crazy things that you guys can drum on.
No, Dorothea's. I better
so-
show and prove.
Yeah, Dorothea, I'm going to put you back on the. Well, I think only you can put yourself. Okay, go ahead and put yourself on the big screen.
How do I do that? Do you
Oh.
know?
You can click on the screen, and there's like a square that has like.
Yeah, just tap on yourself and then hit expand. Because I want people to see this. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna see all the weird stuff that John and Dorothea can play on that's around the house here.
Dorothea's got way better technique than me. She came up with a lot more discipline than me. So I'm honored, and I'm also intimidated. Go ahead.
I don't see the box. I tapped
all right.
on it, but I don't see it.
You're
I'll
fine.
just leave it like this.
All right.
Spaghetti.
What are those,
Why did you?
Spaghetti.
John? Is she not legendary?
Well, she was legendary before the spaghetti.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, yes.
That's a spicy meatball.
Oh well.
But wait a minute.
You like pizza? So going back to the tin can, coffee. Here you go. I don't know if
All
you're.
right, here we go.
I had to tape that down to the snare drum. You guys, sorry.
My
I
wife
do-
would.
yeah,
By the way, my wife would kill me if I did this challenge in my house. If I just start drumming on everything. Dorothy, I think you have another surprise. Give it to
Okay.
us, baby.
Oh man, come on, you guys.
Give it to us, baby. Watch this, John. Watch this.
Fresh from Domino's. Woo, it's hot. Fresh out of the oven.
All right, we got a pizza and we got breadsticks from Olive Garden.
Yeah.
That's some hard pepperoni. Ah! I love it.
Dorothea, you're a big Buddy Rich fan, right? Right? You're a big Buddy fan?
Yes.
You know what I love that he does? And I use this in my solos. I don't think if you can see it, but that whole, he plays the rims,
I know. I love it.
and that whole. I love it. I steal everything. I'm gonna probably steal something from you, but maybe not the pizza. I don't know about that. I don't know if I can pull that one off.
Look, you guys are geniuses because
No.
No, you aren't because Dorothea, you're mid-show. You have a snack right there, right? You just eat your drumstick.
That's right.
John, you could throw something on the grill, man. I mean,
I was gonna actually do that. I just didn't have time. I was thinking about it.
You should
That
have
would be
opened it up
epic.
and had
Now-
a nice steak in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dorothea's my girlfriend, my wife. She already had that idea, and she's gonna say, "I told you so."
Now, Jamie, we can't leave Jamie out of the party.
Who's Jamie again?
Our drummer's diary. We know Jamie. We love him. Uh-oh. Well, Jamie, this is interesting because Dorothy is playing on a pizza with breadsticks. John is playing on a barbecue grill. You are a hot dog
Playing in drums.
playing the drums.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly right.
It's funny. My mom always told me when I was starting to get involved with drumming, she said, "Johnny, you need to have a gimmick." And I said, I hated that. I said, no, my gimmick is that I'm a good drummer. I want to practice and do well. And then this whole grill thing happened on accident, and then it became a thing. And I'm like, oh, of course, my mom was right again. Marketing's market. I don't know. It's really.
You never know how it's going to come about. Like I got bit by a radioactive hot dog, and so now after midnight I turn into a hot dog.
Turns
every
into
night,
it. Yep.
I think what's really cool with whether it's on TikTok or YouTube, a lot of people play live and they do their marathons. If they're good, they're good. But get into a band if you can. I mean, if that's if you have the ability, share that with the band and musically, And also, as a teacher, I wanted to really say this to you, Dorothea, and for whoever's in this room. I was a teacher for a long time. Now I'm touring. I don't have the time. But my female students, I always told them, I said, hey, listen, don't worry about the boy. Every female has the ability to be just as good as the guys. So don't let them bully you and I really admire you because, your technique is phenomenal. I'm not blowing smoke up your butt or anything, but I think that's a real important message that we need to share with like I'm a male, but with female drummers, or musicians in general. I mean, look at Salt and Pepper, right? Now she's not a drummer, but Spinderella, she's the first female DJ to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I think that's a strong message that we have to send out to female artists in general. And I really respect you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's really important,
Yeah,
and I don't ever want to battle you again because because but you know what? That's the thing is that, like, even if I look at something you do, or anybody, but in your case, and I'm like, oh man, she's smoking me. Well, that's the healthy way of looking at it, is going, well, learn from that. Inspire, to inspire me to push for something. You know what I mean?
And it makes me think of people commenting now and worrying about Annika Nilles.
She's going to be great.
She's an awesome drummer. And she is not going to have any problem with any of that.
No, I don't. Any of that. I personally think if anybody's talking like, and I haven't read any of that, they're foolish. But look at Mo Tucker, like Karen Carpenter.
Yep.
Come on.
The same age. She was the same age as me, and so after she came about, I had already been listening to Buddy Rich and Louis Bellson. But then all of a sudden there's Karen Carpenter, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a girl playing. I was just tickled to death.
Well, of course, and she's good, like you. You're a female drummer, and you're really good.
Very good.
Yeah, and so I think that's really important, like I said, as a teacher or just in general, this is not a gender thing. And I'm really proud that I watched how you came out, and, I'm like, oh, what? Whoa. And I don't want to swear because that's usually I do, but I'm like, oh crap, she played. It's not a gimmick. You're not a gimmick.
Yeah, I just been drumming all my life, and it's just part of me.
Yeah, no,
we get a front row seat to it.
It used to be a thing where, like, growing up in like high school band and stuff, like there was always like the girls would get put onto the bells or the xylophone, and stuff like that. And
yes.
It's not like that anymore. It's like now they're putting,
they're finally in the line now on snare and stuff. Yeah.
And you're seeing the result of it.
And there's no reason why they shouldn't be. And I'm sure you're a huge inspiration for Dorothea. I mean, again, I know I'm really kind of, going on about it, but you got to be a huge inspiration to these female drummers, and thank you for that in our drummer community.
You're welcome. I hope that I'm inspiring people to know that it's okay to play drums if you're a female. Do it.
Yeah. Or a pizza.
Or pizza, yes.
I was just going to say that. A huge inspiration to pizza makers. Well, our big thanks to Domino's for supplying the box. We love Domino's. Our big thanks to Olive Garden for the breadsticks. Oscar Mayer, Hebrew National, Nathan's Hot Dogs. We love all of you. You're all welcome to sponsor the show. John, talk about your sponsors that have endorsed you. Talk about just kind of coming on board with them and how important and what kind of factor they've had and impact they've had on you and your career.
So I'm a big Slingerland guy. Gene and Buddy and Louie, and my dad's his only kit was a Slingerland Radio King. And, they went through some different periods of time there. And then I finally my career started taking off. And Jose at Revival, I don't know if you guys know Jose. He owns a Revival drum shop in Portland. He's the rep for Slingerland, and he's like, hey, Sparrow. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm endorsing Slingerland, and this is not even a pitch, like you were saying earlier. These things are amazing. So I've got 2 Radio Kings, a 5 and a 7, depending on what hall I'm playing. And then I've got the kit for other things on the floor times. And then through Jose, I was at Sweetwater doing like a promo thing, a presentation for Slingerland. Then I met Kent, who's the rep for Dream, and I said, hey, I don't really, not that I'm looking for free stuff. That's not what it's about. I said, I really want to have a nice relationship with a company. He said, sign with us. I'm like, deal. And I always liked Dream. I like all these different symbols. They all have stuff. But I always liked them. I said, now I feel like I'm part of something. Like there's a relationship. Same thing with Innovative. My story with Innovative, and I don't want to ramble too much, but I was with Regal Tip, and because I blow through all these brushes, right, with the Femmes, I couldn't. They were like, "Well, we can't get you any brushes right now." So I emailed Jeff Hamilton, who it's his model, and I'm like, "Hey, Jeff, I know you don't know me. I'm in this band, and Regal Tip can't get me my 30 pair of brushes. Do you have any extras?" Regal Tip. I don't want to. I don't think it matters, but Regal Tip's like, "Did you contact Jeff Hamilton?" I said, "Yeah, because I need brushes." And then he eventually left Regal Tip, and I kind of developed a relationship with him. And he said, "I'm going with this company." I'm like, "Well, I'm going wherever you are because I like the brushes that you have, you know."
Yeah, and you sent them to me.
And then it turned into this friendship, you know. So I was in LA, and we went and had lunch, and he's the sweetest guy. And you know, it goes back to the whole fraternity of drummers, how we like to, you know, like we're all friends somehow. But that's my story with Innovative. Yeah, so I'm with Innovative, and I have Remo. I have that endorsement, and Dream Cymbals. But yeah, this Slingerland stuff, you guys. I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. Listen to me. These things sound like Gene Krupa at Carnegie Hall.
I just think that bass drum head you have is so cool.
Oh, I told you it took me 2 hours to get it on straight. But I had to do it because I'm a nutball. Because, you know, I know Dorothea, she loves Buddy. I love Buddy too. But Gene is my guy, you know. And so I'm like, well, I have to do that, you know, of course. So yeah, what is it? Vivid Logos. They sent that to me.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, I'm paying $50. I got to get this on straight.
I was looking for my Jeff Hamilton brushes because I got some from Pasek when he was there.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if he gave them to me or if I ended up going to the Innovative booth and buying them.
He's a sweetheart. He's so nice.
I love his stuff.
We got to get him on here sometime.
Absolutely.
He's amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, and also a great player.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, his stories I loved it. Like I can tell.
I watch all of his stuff.
Oh, he's so good.
It.
Yeah. So that's not even a pitch, but yeah, that's what I play.
Awesome. Man, we could talk to you all night, but it's past Dorothea's bedtime already. And this has just been so much fun. I hate to stop it because you have some great stories, man. And I love the vibe. I love the energy you bring and just the uniqueness of what you do. That's what makes you so much fun to watch and what you bring. And I'm stoked that you're on TikTok.
Drummers and not bass players and guitar players.
Yeah. Are they really that bad?
No. But like we're like this some sort of like therapy group.
Drummers are a unique bunch. They really are. But man, this has been so much fun. Jamie, thank you for setting this up. I know you guys are good friends and y'all met on TikTok, and this has just been a blast. Really, John. Thank you.
Well,
yes,
listen.
Thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it.
To all of you guys and anybody that was in the room, please DM me or send me messages. If I'm in your town and you want to come to the show, you're on the list. You're my guest. I don't think I can help you guys with anything because you guys are all really great drummers in your own right. So
I just started 11 months ago. I can learn plenty.
Right, both right. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
We love you, brother. Oh, thank you so much. The great John Sparrow, ladies and gentlemen. Please follow him on TikTok. Are we on Instagram, Facebook, and all the YouTubes and stuff?
Yeah, I do all the things. Yeah, I play a little violin.
Please give him a follow. Please check out all of his sponsorships and his endorsements. And when he's on tour, get yourself tickets to see this great man perform. It is a treat and something that you'll remember. So, John Sparrow, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Love you. Have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
You too, sir.
Take care of you guys.
Go watch the Packers.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I have to actually check in on that.
Yep.
You have fun, my friend.
I love her. Good night, you guys.
Good night.
What an episode of In the Pocket tonight. My goodness. Dorothea, I never thought I'd see you play on a pizza with breadsticks. This is incredible. Thank you, Domino's, to that, and Olive Garden. And to see John play on a Weber grill and I think he was playing on a toaster and a mixing thing. I don't know. It's wild. You guys are nuts. Jamie, you are one of a kind, brother. I literally, like, I love relish and mustard, so, like, you're making me desire you in a way that I should not be desiring you.
I know you got a pretty good hot dog costume yourself. I saw that come out on Halloween.
Yeah.
We were like dueling hot dogs.
My son, so my hot dog costume was from Fortnite. It was a Fortnite skin. So that's what I was. And then I think I went on I don't know if it was your show or another show, but I drummed in it. I actually put it on.
I think it was on Polo's show. We did a little.
Okay, yeah. But mine covered my face, Dorothy. I think I sent you the video. I couldn't see out of it. And I'm like, I'm going to play 2 songs that I've never played before. So, yeah, that's a smart idea. You know? But how much fun was this? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so, guys, let's recap. Groove Clicks was our product spotlight. How fun was that? Guys, check that out on the App Store. We spoke to John about his career. We drummed on all kinds of stuff in the kitchen. What else can we do to wrap up the show?
I think we need to have a food jam.
A food jam. Let's do it. I don't know. Guys, it's In the Pocket, inthepocketlive.com every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss another episode next Monday night where we are going to have the winner from our big contest, House on the Hill. He will be featured. Also, another special guest later that hour. And, guys, the stream did not work tonight to YouTube, but don't worry. We will have it uploaded to YouTube by tomorrow because we get the recording from TikTok. So we'll have that uploaded to YouTube by tomorrow, guys, if you missed the show. And you can watch that anytime, YouTube In the Pocket show. And we're going to get this thing figured out sooner or later. But Jamie, Miss Dorothea, oh, my, just watching you hold those spaghettis, that's the greatest thing ever.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.